So let's speak to Kelly Andrews, who's National Care Lead for the GMB union, which represents tens of thousands of care workers across the UK. And she's also a former care worker herself. Kelly, thanks for being with us. So compulsory vaccines for care workers, what do you think?
Yeah, it's disappointing that this has been brought forward. Many of our members have already been vaccinated. 87% of the workforce, care workers in England, have been vaccinated on at least the first jab. There's still a lot of fear and misunderstanding about the vaccine. And I think the government needs to do a lot more to inform and educate the workforce into the reasons why they need to be vaccinated. There's still quite a lot of fear out there. So this is, I think, a failure on the government to understand the workforce and the needs of the workforce. This is just about fear and a lack of education on the reason why the workforce need to be vaccinated. So,
but the reality is there are something like 50,000 care home staff, we are told, who haven't had the vaccine for whatever reason. And as we've been hearing from some care home managers, they think the onus is on care homes and their management to make sure their residents are as safe as possible. And that means the staff have to be vaccinated. And if you have 50,000 who are not vaccinated, that's quite alarming.
It is quite alarming, but there's also the risk as well of 50,000 of the workforce leaving social care, and in a sector that's already struggling to recruit and retain staff, forcing care workers to be vaccinated against their will, I don't think is the answer. I think what we need to be doing, the government need to be doing, is educating the workforce into the reasons why the vaccine is needed.
But would that change the minds of 50,000 people? Just an attempt to educate them or persuade them or entice them?
I think the truth is we're seeing more and more people taking up the opportunity of the vaccine as time goes by, because they're seeing that the reactions and the fears that they had are becoming unnecessary. So, what we've seen from our membership is where we've had people who didn't want to have the vaccine the first time round, when they were offered it the second time, they have taken that up because they've had more understanding and had more time to consider the risks. We have a lot of young people that have had concerns because they're of childbearing age. But again, given time, they've taken up the opportunity. So I think this is about, we'll continue to say this, we should not have forced vaccinations in social care. This is pushing the workforce away from social care in an area that we're already struggling to recruit and retain. So we have to be very aware what damage could be done here.
There's also the issue that actually if a care home worker is sacked effectively because they won't have the vaccine, they could then bring a legal challenge, couldn't they? And do you think they could win a legal challenge based on potentially a breach of their human rights?
Well, that's potentially an option, and that's something that we'll have to wait and see. But, I have absolutely no doubt that's going to be something that this government should be prepared to see more and more going forward if they force in vaccinations on people. Obviously, the outcome of any tribunal would be, for the outcome to see, but actually that is a real possibility.
Kelly, good to talk to you. Thank you for your time. Kelly Andrews there from the GMB. Thank you.